right, everyone, give it up again for Dave Reinitz. All right, very funny. And let me just say this real quick, because everyone up here was talking about dating. I don't do small talk, so if you are romantically interested in me, do you eat coochie, do you believe in aliens, and do you believe in reparations for black and indigenous folks? Because I don't have time, all right? So are you ready for your next comic?
Yeah.
I know, thank you, I'll be asking y'all that all night. All right, so the next comic has hosts a podcast called My Life in 3 Songs. Please, everyone, give it up for Christine Blackburn.
Thank you. That's great. Yeah, I do have a podcast. In fact, I've been podcasting you guys for 14 years. I have made hundreds of dollars. I recently turned 50. Thank you. And then last week I turned 58. So this is how it works. You guys look so young. I mean, really. I have tennis balls older than you. I'm positive of it. I am a MILF, so you all know. I'm a mom in Los Feliz. And people do say to me, "You look good for your age, Christine. You look good. What do? You know, what's your secret?" And I'll tell you guys right now. I drink a lot of water, and I get a lot of sleep, and I have my eyes lifted, a nose job, and my teeth are capped. But I think it's the water. I really do. I used to be a flight attendant, you guys, but it was a long time ago. I actually flew for the Wright brothers. No, but I did fly a while ago. It was actually during the Bush administration, the first Bush. I mean the second Bush. I mean Barbara's Bush. It doesn't matter. I flew for an airline called U.S. Air. Do you guys remember that? Some people called it U.S. Scare. I don't know if you... I was only in 14 accidents. I don't know why they called it. A lot of people thought it was glamorous, to be a flight attendant. Sure, if you want to go to Sacramento 28 times a month. Good times right there. Yeah, when I flew, I'll tell you something very different than is happening now. When I flew, there were no credit cards, if you can imagine. So it was cash. We were dealing with a lot of cash. Every time we would collect money, $4, $5, for liquor money or whatever, you just put it in your pocket, put it in your bag, put it in your suitcase, and you'd fly for like 3 or 4 days. You could have $1,000. Okay, I'm not saying the flight attendants stole money. I'm not going to say that, but I do have a small boat in the marina, and I named it Headsets. I used to like to work red eyes. You guys ever take red eyes? Yeah. The idea there is everybody sleeps. That's the idea. There would always be one guy, ding, hi, what can I do for you? Can I get some coffee? Do you think we were giving him coffee, you guys? We're giving him decaf. That's what we're going to give him, because we want you to sleep. We would even tell you that there was no movie. You guys, now you especially, listen to this. There used to be only one movie on the whole plane. What? Like everybody's going to agree on one movie? So we would often just say, "Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize in advance, but there will be no movie tonight. There will be no movie tonight. The VCR is broken." That's what we would say. Did you ever hear of a VCR, girls? Yes. That's nice. But here's the thing. The VCR was never broken, you guys. We just didn't want to watch Daddy Daycare again. You see? We wanted to be back in the galley. We would pull the curtain. There used to be a curtain. And we would go back there, lay a meal cart on its side, and then put blankets down. Then we'd sit in a circle and play poker with your liquor money. That's what we did. By the way, we were not allowed to drink alcohol unless it was 14 hours before the flight. But we always got that confused with 14 feet from a plane. Never understand the difference there. We used to, we used to do all kinds of crazy things. One thing though, after I flew for 7 years, I realized I was never gonna be the pilot. I thought that was the trajectory. I thought I was going right. But no, that's not the case. Anyway, I have to stick around anyway because I have a kid. Actually, they're barely a kid anymore. They're 17. They also just had a birthday a couple weeks ago. So we're both Capricorns. And we're very... Are you guys Capricorns? Yeah, all right, all right. We're very much like Capricorns. You know, it's the symbol of the goat, and we're always climbing. The only difference between my kid and I is that they're non-binary. Bye. My kid goes to an art school in 11th grade, which is great because they're barely even like, they don't even like focus on academics, honestly. You know, they really just focus on the child and their own journey, their personal journey. Now, of course, my kid can't read, but that's not the point. They're very confident. Sure, they think Martin Sheen's the president, but anyway, my kid's in film school. In film school, they finally asked me to be in one of their films, so I was like, yeah, definitely. And then my kid said to me, okay, great, but I just want you to know you were my last choice. That's Hollywood right there. Hollywood in my own house. How about my kid turned 17, okay? They had a Willy Wonka party last weekend. A Willy Wonka party. When I turned 17, I went across the country with Bobby Pfeiffer in a van with a mattress in the back. It's just different. It's very different. My kid went trick-or-treating at 16. They had a costume and a bag and they're asking for candy. When I was 16, I was fucking my manager in the pump room at the pool where I lifeguarded. I was getting pumped in the pump room by my manager. I was 16, he was 21. Now we call it rape. But back then, it was called going to work. By the way, Kurt looked like either Siskel or Ebert. I'm not sure which one of those guys had the jaw surgery, but that's what Kurt looked like. It was not good. But it's not like I kissed him or anything. I mean, I'm not crazy. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Yes, how exciting, Pittsburgh. And I'm the youngest of 6 kids, 5 older sisters. So I'm the 6th girl. Do you think my parents wanted a boy? I think they might have wanted a boy. My dad, he called me Christopher his entire life. He did. And my mother had me circumcised. So it was just, I used to have to wear hand-me-downs, obviously. A lot of hand-me-downs. And actually my mom would sew onto the bottom of my pants to make them longer. You could actually tell how old I was by counting the rings around my pants. So growing up in Pittsburgh, good times. For vacation, we used to go to Gettysburg. Oh yeah, that's fun. Hop in the Country Squire, kids. We're driving down to Gettysburg. Get out of the car and play around on the cannons. My kid went to Disney last year 6 times. 6 times, yeah. And it's expensive. You know that. The free refill on popcorn is $18. Anyway, my kid goes to Disney, Universal, you know, kids in Southern California, and I went to Gettysburg. All I'm saying is I'm thinking of taking my kid out to Simi Valley, and I'm going to take him to the Reagan Library. That's what I'm going to do. That'll show him there's a Holocaust exhibit. Let's have some fun. Speaking of which, there's a big war going on now. I know we all know what I'm talking about. It's huge. It's affecting everybody. And of course, I'm talking about the war between tennis players and pickleball players. Tennis players in Griffith Park won't give the pickleball players even 1 court. That's not fair. I say, let the people exercise. Let the people play. Sure, pickleball's gay, but that's not the point. Tennis players, they say, here's the thing. We don't like the clacking of the ball. And I'm like, you know what? I don't like your fucking face. All right, let me just leave you guys with this. When my father passed away, I got to be with him because he was on hospice. And I did not kill him. He was on hospice. It was expected. And toward the end, he just wanted to tell jokes, you know? And he would say jokes to me like, okay, honey, a duck walks into a pharmacy for some chapstick. And the clerk says, can I put that on your bill? That's very funny. Honey, where does the 38D bus stop? About here. That's Jack Blackburn. Jack Blackburn. And then towards the very end, he said, honey, do you have any jokes for me? And I'm like, oh my God, this is pressure. This is pressure, you know? So I thought, and then I thought, okay, I got one. Okay. Dad, how do you make a woman scream twice? You fuck her in the ass, and then you wipe it on the curtains. Oh my God, grow up! You guys, my dad died laughing. Thank you very much.